Our problem that we're trying to solve is that if we could have saved Pompeii from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius, to do this, we are modeling our system with a baking soda and vinegar reaction. This acetic acid reacts with sodium bicarbonate to create CO2 and H2O. We also wanted to put this on a feedback controller using a level sensor and a flow controller to model this reaction.
It has a graduated cylinder that's 500 milliliters in size, and it has inlets and outlets. The outlet is tubing with a solenoid valve, which is here, and the inlets are 2 tanks of baking soda and water and vinegar, and there's also a level sensor dangling into the graduated cylinder. Our process control system is this valve, which is a flow control. It's connected to the level transmitter, which makes a good feedback control system.
I keep it connected to go down, and like I'm not gonna pull anything out, but you know what I mean?
Check it out, y'all.
You just want to pull this down. Well,
Feel the pressure.
I get you, bro. I get you.
squeeze in my chest. I know we should socialize healthcare, medicine, socialize. That's exactly.
Here we have our valve struggling to keep up with Vesuvius.
All right. Very cool.
Of making our apparatus, we ran into a couple of problems. First thing is that we couldn't get the graduated cylinder to stop leaking. We tried 4 different ways to seal it until we used just some steel welding glue to finally get it shut. Second problem was that our sensor was a specific level sensor, and we didn't realize that it didn't take like a measurement using sound, but rather it uses the little tip on the sensor to measure the liquid level. That made it difficult and made it impossible for us to use a PID controller. So we had to design our controller to be an on-off switch, just like a solenoid is. The third problem that we ran into was the fact that our valve had very small inner diameter. It needed a large amount of hydrostatic pressure in order to get the flow out, and we didn't really discover that until late in the project, so we weren't able to get a different valve. But we made it work by using higher levels. And the fourth problem was that we really did try to use Python to code this all, but we just couldn't get Python and Arduino to talk and control our sensor and valve, so we just coded all in Arduino.
In theory, our system would have saved the city of Pompeii, but in practicality there were 2 main problems. One was that our solenoid valve was not big enough to handle the volumetric flow rate at the ambient pressure. So we would need that a little bit bigger. And the other thing that would help would be if our level transmitter was not the cone one and then actually gave us a range that we could use as a wiggle room. If we'd had those in place, then the city of Pompeii would be fine, but as it is, sorry Pompeii, you're buried in ash.